So what is the Appropriations Committee anyway? Well, among the three branches of government, Congress is the purse strings, and it alone has the power to fund the federal government. And it is the Appropriations Committee that sets the funding levels for all federal spending every year. The House and the Senate both have Appropriations Committees, which are permanent or standing committees. They're panels made up of members from both parties. The House committee has 53 members, while the Senate has 30 members. The committee chair is always from the majority party. Now, right now, Democrats control Congress. So in the House, our chair is Democratic Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro of Connecticut, and in the Senate, the chair is Democratic Senator Patrick Leahy of Vermont. The committee also has ranking members. These are the top committee leaders from the minority party. Today, the Republicans are in the minority party, so the ranking member in the House is Republican Kate Granger of Texas, and in the Senate, it's Richard Shelby of Alabama. The federal budget is vast, touching most parts of American life. That's why the House and Senate Appropriations Committees each have 12 subcommittees to focus on narrow portions of the overall spending package every year. Last year, I became the chair of the House Interior and Environment Subcommittee, which includes oversight of the EPA and the Department of the Interior, plus several other smaller agencies. As the chair, I write the annual spending bill, which provides funding for everything from our environment and national parks to our forests. In my first fiscal year as the Interior chair, I'm incredibly proud that we were able to make unprecedented investments to fight the climate crisis, return science as the foundation for decision-making, dedicate the highest level of federal funding to the arts and humanities ever, and continue our commitment to tribal nations. I'm also proud to serve on the Agriculture, FDA, and Military Construction and Veterans Services subcommittees. The FY 2022 Appropriations Bill was also the first time in a decade that members of Congress were able to directly fund projects in their districts in the form of community project funding. Through my role on the Appropriations Committee, I successfully secured millions of dollars for 10 community projects in Maine. Among those 10 projects was a $1.7 million project to complete the Abyssinian Meeting House's 25-year restoration effort. Over the next few weeks, my House Appropriations Committee colleagues and I will be holding public hearings to determine how best to prioritize funding for the next fiscal year, FY 2023. After each subcommittee finishes its bill, it's debated and voted on by the full committee. After it's approved by the full committee, it's sent to the full House for a vote. The Senate is supposed to complete this same process, and then the two chambers will hold a conference to reconcile any differences in the two funding bills. Once an agreement is reached, both chambers will vote on that compromise bill and send it to the president. If it is signed by the president, the government is fully funded for another year. If you have any questions about how this process works, always feel free to call my office. I love to hear from you, and I'm very proud to be your representative in Washington.